everybody. Sherry Leopold here, and I have another amazing Australian woman of worth. She is a wow warrior, and I want to welcome to the stage with me Annie Gibbins. Welcome, Annie.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here, Sherry.
I'm so happy that you're here. I know we met not too long ago, actually, and I was like, this woman is such a powerhouse. The Wow Warrior platform is really to shine a light on women who are making a difference in the world. They are literally writing their own history and living out their legacy with intention. And that is 100% you, Annie. And I like to say that when a woman like you walks in the room, literally the only thing you can say is wow. And that's
Aw.
what I said after I got off our connection call. I was like, wow, she is amazing. And I'm like, so I was so grateful. So thank you so much for being you. I'll just say that.
Oh, what a lovely thing to say. And likewise, straight back at you. I love it when you just meet people online and there's an instant connection and an instant attraction to the value that we're all putting out, right? And the
Yeah.
collective is intense and amazing. So thank you.
It is. Thank you so much. And I want to ask you, what does it mean to you, Annie, personally, to be a wow warrior? What do the words woman of worth mean for you?
I think it's for me knowing who I am, knowing my values and my boundaries and what I'm excited about, what I want to do to achieve who I want to be, but also who I want to serve and who I want to bless. So I feel like a wow warrior is for me about just living my own authentic journey, right? So that I can just show up every day without, the stress and the overwhelm of trying to be enough, trying to meet other people's expectations, and actually just being me, being the person that I was born to be. So that means showing up with, integrity, respect for people, being able to help others on their journey, being able to give my fellow woman a leg up when required and as much as possible, because we all need that. And and also just to be a lovely mom and a wife and a friend, and just trying to get, for me, that balance that we all want, sort of to be successful and to leave a legacy and all of that. But I also want to feel balanced, and I want to feel truly happy with the person that I am, so that at the end of my days I can actually be proud of who I was and what I achieved, but more so how other people found me. I actually think that's more important, that I was a good person to do life with.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I just want to do a big heart. That's amazing. So, obviously, people are getting the idea that you are a really strong, powerful woman, and it's pretty spot on. Usually, that there are some really strong, powerful influences on a woman when she is like that. So, are there some guides or mentors or people who are influential, or I should say, women who are influential? For you, Annie, that were role models or that encouraged you specifically that you'd like to acknowledge?
Oh, mine were my two grandmothers who lived to 101 and 99. So seriously, unless I get hit by a truck, I'm around here for a long time, people. But these two women were just so inspirational to me, Cherie, because they came from completely different walks of life, but they basically encouraged me from different perspectives that met in the middle. And I really believe today that I'm a combination of my two grandmas. One of them was born an aristocrat in Russia, and she ended up having to flee during the fall of Tsar Nicholas, and they lost absolutely everything. So she was named a baroness. She had maids. She had, staff and every single thing that she could want. And she actually said, Annie, you need to believe that you are worth, diamonds, that everything is possible in life if you actually just, believe it, expect it, go for it. And you can do that when you come from a life of privilege. But even when she made her way through like 5 different countries and became a refugee in Australia, and where I was then born and had my journey through life, she still acted like, anything is possible, because in her world it was. And my other grandmother was born dirt poor in the streets of Sydney. So she actually had this other view of nothing is going to happen if you don't work hard for it, if you don't get yourself educated, try hard, use your people skills, make things happen. And I feel like the two of them sort of throughout my childhood, one was saying, believe in the dreams, go for it. The other one was work hard, power forward, make things happen. And I feel that I've then become a sum of those parts. I've channeled the best parts of these two awesome women who went, ultimately, we love you, gorgeous girl. We believe in you. You start being the person that you believe that you're born to be, and we support that, and work hard and believe in your greatness, and amazing things will happen. So I'm thankful to this day for these amazing ladies who were my grandmas.
Oh, it's so awesome. And I know you have children, and we're gonna talk about that, because that legacy lives on. And you're continuing that legacy, I know, with your own children. So we're going to talk about that, because that's one of the questions that's going to be coming up. But before we talk about that, I really, Annie, want you to share a little bit, because you've had those huge, powerful women in your life and have inspired you to not only dream big, but work hard for those dreams as well. I want you to share a little bit about how you're serving today your clients, because you have a business, Women's Biz Global, and I want you to share a little bit about the ways you're serving your clients.
Oh, thank you. I created Women's Biz Global because I wanted to have a business that makes business and life easier for women, right? So I'm the woman who had 5 children, navigated 3 degrees to C-suite, did that for a decade, worked and lived in a men's world. And you know what? I was very proud of my achievements, but I worked so hard. I worked overly hard, and I also didn't work as smart as I needed to, not because of lack of trying, actually because I just didn't have the infrastructure. I didn't have the support framework. I didn't have a girl tribe. I didn't know how things worked. I didn't know how or even if I could have become an entrepreneur. And so although I was full of, amazing accolades, which is wonderful, I actually went, you know what, women can do this better. So I created Women's Biz Global, which then now basically it fast tracks women's journey to success, balance, and happiness. So we don't just focus on the results. We actually look at women holistically, and we have a global tribe of women who are your biggest cheerleaders and also your accountability partners. They're the ones who say, Cherie, you wanted to do this. We heard you say it. You go, girl, and we want to keep you to it, because I also know that you have to push through the times of challenge. And as soon as things become a bit uncomfortable, we often pull back, and then we go, oh, I didn't really need to do it. Didn't really want to, wasn't that important. Whereas I know it was, because that's why you dreamed it at the beginning. That's why you thought, gee, this would be a great idea, or wouldn't it be amazing if? And I had so many moments in my life that I actually went, oh, wouldn't it be incredible if? And so now I actually just serve people by making the if possible. I actually help them elevate and grow brands on a global stage. So I have a TV show, a magazine, a podcast, all these wonderful opportunities that women can tap into to create these amazing brands of who they are, and then also make sure that we get the business 101 happening, because I want them to have sustainable, successful businesses long term while they have this amazing, supportive, nurturing environment, which basically is helping my journey, and also, once again, looking back on my grandma's journeys on how hard it was for women. So I'm all into gender empowerment, gender equality, and doing that in a modern, savvy way that, you know what, I don't want to just have a position at a table somewhere. I want to be a thought leader. I want to be an influencer. I want to be a change agent, and I want to bring other women with me so that together we can achieve more, and together we can actually shift the dial of what women are capable globally.
And I think that is like a giant check mark. That is what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
I love that. Oh, it's so amazing. Like, all of that is just massive and so beautiful. And I love that it's a global initiative that you're doing, that you're just expanding your reach and really just growing, helping women grow. It's such an important thing that you're doing in all the different ways that you're doing it. My heart is full, Annie. So I want to ask you this question because I said I was going to mention your children, because we talked a little bit about, when you're building a business like you were and going through all the things, and you mentioned you had 5 kids. So I wanted you to share maybe a challenge that you had been through and how you navigated that, in case somebody else was in a struggle, and maybe give them some words of encouragement through that struggle.
Oh, well, I would definitely want to encourage you, gorgeous sisters around the world, because seriously, if I can be successful, anyone can be. I remember having these dreams when I was 17, 18, going, I want to be a businesswoman. I want to create amazing things. I think I'd be really great at it. So I knew my potential. I didn't know anything about how that would happen. And then I married my childhood sweetheart. And then at 23, I had twin boys. And at 25, I had twin boy girl. That's right. 4 kids in 26 months. So amazing blessing. I'm so blessed. It's crazy. But also you had then those moments, and every woman listening in will go, it's not that I don't love my kids and you're crying on the couch. I just thought I'd be more. I thought I'd why would God or whoever put this desire in my heart to be this, person, to create things, to serve people, to make things happen, to leave a legacy? Yes, I want to be an awesome mum, but I also believe that I had so much more. And so I had those moments and those struggles throughout all of that. And then because I'm an overachiever, I then went and did night classes and did university degrees and things like that, because my other grandma said, you just have to try harder than everybody else. And so it did work for me, but seriously, it was really hard. It was, having 4 kids in 26 months while you're trying to move from one career, because I ended up doing nursing because my family didn't really believe that I should be a businesswoman. So there was strong influence back in the day not to pursue that route. So to go from nursing to then get a Masters of Education and then a business degree, to actually do all of that around a family of 5 children, because I ended up having one more, yes, just a singleton though, 5 years later, and to juggle that, and then also not to think, oh, well, I just want to focus all on the career. I definitely still want to make this happen. How do I then get that balance and that juggle? And it's so hard for all of us, because we've all got different support systems, different relationships, different economic situations. I think the life of comparison can actually be our biggest downfall. And yeah, I had those moments, Cherie, that I'd look at people who had, family who'd come over and help them take their kids away, people who'd pay for things. I couldn't pay for the qualifications. I had to do them all step by step. There were so many challenges in there. But you know what? My biggest saving grace was, I always thought, well, what if I can do one step more? I actually didn't focus. Did I think one day I'd have a global business and be serving women all around the world? No. All I wanted to do was be a better version of myself, and to be a woman who was leading. I obviously had a strong desire to be a change agent. And so in that, I just went, well, what can I do? And so what can I do without upsetting everything else, right? And there's a whole world that we don't have time to go into of, women who self-sacrifice for their families. And yes, we all do. And but there is just so much that you can do. So it is a good news story, but talk about challenging. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of babies, let me tell you.
Yeah, that is a lot of babies. And actually, I really liked the piece of advice that you gave, that it's just make that one step. You don't have to run the whole race. Just keep making incremental steps forward and pushing towards the eventual goal. You'll get there. It's the quitters that don't make it, right? I mean, and I think that's a prevailing thing through the WOW Warriors, is that even in the tough times, these women have persevered and pushed forward, even if it was a little tiny baby step at a time. So I commend you for the perseverance, and also the patience for 4 kids in 26 months. Woo! Anyway, if people are not inspired yet, Annie, I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyway, powerful mom, powerful businesswoman. but I know that they're going to want to connect with you. So I'd love for you to share a little bit. I know you have, you love connecting with women, you love serving women, and I know you want to share with them a little bit about how that they can connect with you. Can you share
Oh,
that?
absolutely. So I'd love you just to visit womensbizglobal.com. That is where I hang out, and you'll see all of my services there. But before you even look at them, I'd love you just to book a free discovery call with me. It's actually discovering you. It's actually a bit of a free assessment. We can talk about where you're at the moment, where you dream to be, when you're having those moments that I had while I was crying on the couch and thinking there's more. I don't even know what that more is. You don't have to have it all unpacked. So come and visit me there. Just go and ask for a free catch up. We'll meet. We can have a virtual coffee wherever you are in the world. I'll then introduce you to Women's Biz Global Tribe. So you instantly inherit a whole lot of girlfriends all around the world who are going to be your cheerleaders. And then we can then actually just see if there's something that I can offer you that will help you on your way. Awesome. If not, you actually just want to have some feeling like you've just got a beautiful support framework, then just come and join us anyway. So I look forward to seeing you very, very soon online for our own little coffee catch up.
Oh, I love that. What a generous offer, Annie. I hope the women out there who are dreaming big and wanting more and knowing they can have it, but maybe not sure how to get there. I hope they will connect with you at womensbizglobal.com and schedule your connection call with you. I want to absolutely 100% say thank you so much for being you. I'm going to thank your grandmas for helping make you the amazing woman that you are. And I want to congratulate you on being a Wow Warrior for 2023 and welcome you to the Wow Warrior community.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Cherie. I just feel so honored to be a Wow Warrior. I tell you what, that heart warrior inside me, that woman of worth, that everything that, I want to be, but to be recognized for that by someone else and a different organization. I mean, that's the biggest honor, isn't it? Because
Yes.
that's what we want to do. I want to go through life and think, it's not just me saying I'm doing good things. My worth is actually that other people found it valuable because I'm a
Yes.
giver, right? I'm a server. And so for me, that means everything. So I'm seriously, genuinely so honored to be one of your Wow Warriors.
Oh, thank you so much.